Well, here we are in Washington, D.C., getting ready to go to our nation's capital. What do you think, guys?
Yay!
Here's the capital. And here we have the Supreme Court. It's closed for the next 4 years. There it is, Capitol building. I'm just a bit. I think that's what's up on the roof. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. There's George Washington, liberty and freedom. That's where Abraham Lincoln used to sit when he was a member of Congress.
He was alive during this?
Yes.
In this bill?
Yeah. Hannibal Hamlin, Hamlin Street. It's our street named after you. And that's the dome we were inside there. Our capital. Now we're going to go climb the steps and we're going to sing the I'm Just a Bill song. I'm just a bill, yes I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey and I'm stuck in committee with a lot of other bills that they roaming through the city, and I hope to be a law someday. At least I hope and I pray that I will, but today I am still just a bill. This is the House of Representatives. Over there, that's the Senate. That's Katie asking the officers where justice is in the mall. There's the view right there. The Capitol, the National Mall, the Washington Monument. And under construction, and this is closed because of the earthquake last year, but here we are, Washington, D.C. Washington Monument. And there's my little Katie monument. My little mommy monument. Mom's gonna fall in the water. This is the inside of Apollo 11 where the astronauts sat. That's their seats. First spaceship to go to the moon. What do you think, Katie? The first manned spaceship to fly around the world, orbit in space. There's Katie posing for us. Look how tiny it was. I don't think I could fit inside there. And we got the Spirit of St. Louis. And this was a balloon that orbited the Earth.
Oh my god, it's so smooth!
Well, we've done it. Moon rock. The Gemini 4 first manned spacewalk happened with this spaceship right here. And the accommodations weren't that big. You hold two guys in here, just like their heads would be up here, your feet would be down there. This is a two-seater. They did the first manned spacewalk out of this. So the Buzzbomb V2 missile the Germans used in World War II, and this is the missile garden. And this was reconstructed German missile. The Wright Flyer. That's the one. Wow. That's where it all started. You see how you had to lay on the wing, Katie? There was no seat. It's like flying on a big kite. Forrest! Jenny! That's all I've got to say about Vietnam.
Jenny!
Forrest! Honest Abe. It's like looking at a giant penne, Jenny. Abraham Lincoln, vampire killer. Yeah, he did. Vietnam Memorial. Also known as the Uncle Mike Memorial. Uncle that served in National Museum of American History. The history of us. John Bull Locomotive, 1831. Trough battery. This is relative, I'm sure, but this battery. Thomas Edison's notes. How to create a light bulb. George Washington's sword. He carried all through battle. He surrendered when he gave up being a general. This is one of the regimental flags that was given up at Yorktown. This is a sword that was turned over by Cornwallis to end the Revolutionary War. That was the sword that had to be handed over. We had them surrounded right here, Chesapeake Bay. We had Cornwallis's people here, so we had the French and the Continental Army on both sides. We had them surrounded on this side, and we had the French ships that came in, and he was surrounded, he had to give up. The 8,000 British troops had to march out, and they were so ashamed and angry about being beaten by the colonists that they refused to look at the Continental Army, so they looked at the French Army on their way out. The French recognized that as being an insult, so they started playing Abraham Lincoln's hat.